Yes, so good day, welcome once again. I hope everybody's okay. I hope you're not eating too much. I hope you decide to fast today, you know, in rebellion of this so-called holiday we call Christmas, which people are eager to stuff themselves with rum and pork and cake and bread and all this nonsense. You know, I hope you fast today in rebellion. Serious. Now, as you see on the screen, I'm saying that Yah will kill you. Yes. If you decide to go down this road of gluttony, this road of heathenistic behaviors, believe you me, you will be killed by Yah. Now, the scriptures specifically tell people what they should and should not do. Things they should eat, things they should not eat. Okay? But it seems to me people are going against that in every way. As a result of that, Yah will kill you. We have to know most definitely that our temple is our bodies. Okay? It's our bodies. And the Most High, our Elohim, need us to keep our temples holy. And if He tells us to do certain things to keep it holy, to keep it clean so that He could dwell within, then that is what we should do. Now, sometimes it amuses me, and when I say amuse me, really amuse me to see, you know, you pass by a barbecue stand or somewhere and you look at people who in their activities, you know them, they might even think that they are better than people in this life. You know, maybe they are more financially prosperous than other people. They think they are better than people. And you see they eating pig meat. Sell me some pork here. Sell me some pork. They're eating pork. In my world, you're not different than the guy who eating from the garbage. Because, to be honest with you, when you eat pig meat, whether it is ham, whether it is stew, whether it is barbecue, whether it is giraffe pork, you're eating garbage. Because the swine is a garbage collector. The purpose of the swine on the earth is to eat garbage. And if what you eat is you, then most definitely the pig is garbage. And then if the pig eat garbage and you eat the pig, then you automatically eating garbage. So you are like garbage. Now don't take it wrong. Okay? There are people who does not eat pig meat. But what they project in this life, in the community, to the so-called friends, is garbage. You understand? It is garbage. They project garbage, they do wickedness, they do evil, they think they're smart, and in reality they are very stupid. They have no knowledge about anything. All they're concerned about is spewing garbage. You understand? So it have this mental garbage, you have this physical garbage. But then we have to get it together. You see, you have to be right in your mind. In your body, you have to treat it accordingly. Your body is the temple. And if you want our Elohim to manifest himself within you, you have to get the garbage out of your mind. And you have to not put garbage inside your physical body. Okay? So if you gotta get the garbage out of your mind, right? You most definitely have to seek the Messiah in everything. Okay? You have to do that. Because if you don't, there will be a problem. Okay, so just give me one moment. Yeah, so back to you. So let us take a look, right, at Philippians, right? We're going 4, and then let us see if we are down to 8, right? So what we have here is Philippians 4:8, and I'm talking about how to resist the garbage that comes into your mind. Okay, how to resist it, how to, because garbage is all around. You are tempted, you are distracted in every way out here. It's easy to hate somebody in this world, to envy somebody, but you have to get this garbage out of your mind, and you could only fill in that mind with positive things. So in Philippians 4:8, he said, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue in it, and if there be any praise, think on those things. You see, those are the principles that should be your thoughts. You should be thinking along those lines. Anything that is just, anything that is pure, you know, beautiful things. You practice that. You don't put garbage in your mind. Scripture said in Romans, he said, do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed with the renewing of your mind. So you must change the way you think. There is a saying that the illiterate is not the person who can read and write, but the illiterate will be the person who cannot unlearn what they already teach you. To relearn what is right and correct. Basically, I think I have it correct in that respect. So if you cannot unlearn the garbage that they teach you, or the garbage that exists in your life now, to relearn the true way, then you are illiterate. You don't know anything. You are stupid. Don't take on offense, but that is a fact. So most of us go ahead celebrating Christmas, doing these things, doing that thing, and we're talking about tradition. That is not our tradition. We learn all this nonsense in slavery. As a matter of fact, the only time when Christmas came into the so-called Christian movements, or let's say at that time the people who serve our Elohim in truth, is when Emperor Constantine actually merged with the Christian people. You understand? We know that, right? Maybe you don't know, but you know now. That is when Christmas was introduced. Christmas was just so fake that even there is a time in England when they banned Christmas, because Christmas was operating just like how it operates now, very commercial and just pure wickedness. They banned it during that time. It was just something, we take it as sacred, but what we are doing is the most devilish things we are doing around those times. So Christmas in itself is not part of our tradition. It was never there in our lives. As a matter of fact, Christmas, the same holiday, with the same ambience and the same gifts and the same worshiping of a tree, That had been there from since the times of the Babylonians. They used to be doing that. The heathens used to be doing that. You understand? And our Elohim told us and talked to us. He said, do not adopt the ways of the heathen. He said, don't even marry the heathen. Don't give your children or your daughters over to the heathen. That is how serious it is. There is a reason he said, don't, you see the pig meat? Don't even touch it. Don't even touch the carcass, but you're eating it. When you didn't know, you didn't know. So you eat garbage. But when you know, you have to get the garbage out of you. But most of you talk about, hey, me, I eating the rope. Show me where the picket is. I eating the picket. Show me where the pig pass. I eating where he pass. You indicating how much you love this one. I don't know. So you have to most definitely stop that. Okay? You have to stop that. Now, let me just go into the scripture and tell you how the Most High will kill you. But first of all, let me tell you what he talk about the same tradition. Whether you call it Christmas now, you call it whatever you call it, whenever. Let me show you something in the scripture in Jeremiah. You know, and this thing, I hope it come together in your mind, okay? Jeremiah. I didn't get Jeremiah, you know. I go right back to Philippians. But anyway, we're back to Jeremiah here. Right, so in Jeremiah 10, right? That is chapter 10. We could read from 2. And let us see what he say about this whole Christmas nonsense. You know, this tree. He said, therefore, thus saith Yah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So there is something about this. You see, to what the heathen do, the heathen only deal in the material things, the earthly things. They doesn't have a clue about the heavenly things. You understand? So everything they do, they worship stones, they worship trees and stuff like that. And they don't understand things of the heavenly realm. So the Most High in that scripture is telling us, do not be afraid of the heavens, because that is where we belong. But the heathens, they are scared of it. Okay? For the customs of the people are vain, useless. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. Now, if you are at home, take a look in the corner where you put your Christmas tree. Look at the Christmas tree. Look and see what you did to it. If it doesn't have, look at a neighbor's own and see what happened. Does it ring a bell? Okay. They are upright as the palm tree. Straight. Right? But speak not. They must needs to be burned. In other words, you need to move them. They can't move by themselves because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. That's inanimate. They are dead. So right there, when the scripture tells you do not be afraid of it, it means that they are worshipped as gods. So the heathen look at it like, this tree might do you something, or this tree might do you this. So you have to bow down in reverence to the tree. But no. Most of Elohim say they can't move, they can't talk, they can't do you wrong, they can't do you right. This is useless. This whole Christmas celebration is nonsense. Okay? If you think about it for a moment. In this country here of Grenada, from since Christmas carols start playing, it had accidents on the road as rain. all where you turn, accidents, people running off the road, people turning over, where I standing to a bus, people turning over their vehicle, people crashing into people just mad during that time. I'll tell you another thing what I realize. The scripture says not to eat swine. He says if you drink rum, you shall be deceived by it. That is the time when all you people drinking the most rum, eating the most swine, and doing the most nasty stuff you could think about. So tell me, what is it you are actually doing when what you are doing is against our Elohim, but you are celebrating his son's birthday, you see, but then you do everything that he is against? I mean, how are you thinking? You are trying to mock our Elohim or something? Well, that is what the heathens do. The heathens always do things to mock our Elohim. But in the scripture specifically say that Yah is not mocked. So you are inadvertently worshiping Satan in their wicked rituals, and you are actually mocking our Elohim. That is why most of our countries collectively can go forward, because you're worshiping Satan. But then you're not hot, you're not cold, you don't know where you are. One minute you think you're serving the Musa, and the next minute you're serving our Elohim. I mean, come on. One minute you're serving out, you think you're serving here, and the next moment is because you are confused, they're serving Satan all your daily life. Hating people, envying people, being wicked, eating garbage, and nonsense like that. That is what you do. I'm not here to insult anybody. I used to eat pork one time, years ago. I used to eat pork. I used to eat pork. And a lot of years ago, I wanted to stop smoking and I couldn't stop. You understand? Years ago. And when I stopped smoke a cigarette, I already stopped smoke, stop it pork years before that, because I realized that this thing is not good for your temple. And then when I actually start looking at our Elohim and I try to find the will of our Elohim, I realize in order for me to stop smoke, I have to at least, you understand, accept that my body is the temple of our Elohim. That is how I stopped smoke, because with that now it was all the motivation I need to stop smoke. And that is what we have to do, because we have learned a lot of things that we should not learn. No, you have to unlearn those things and relearn. That is the renewing of your mind. That is being born again. You're not being the same person you used to be. Now, if I know you 100 years from before now, and now I'm seeing you and you are the same kind of person with your same wickedness, I know you have never been born again. You understand? So what I am saying is that you must renew your mind, and the only way you can do it is actually acknowledging our Elohim in your life. Now, as I say, and I will tell you over and over again, our Elohim will kill you. And I'm saying it just like that, because I want you to really get what I'm talking about. He is gonna kill you. If you don't change your ways, my friend, he will kill you. I don't care how good looking you look. I don't care how much money you have. Watch. Our Elohim don't care about that. If you're mindful of garbage, you will die. Serious. If all you're thinking about is wickedness and evil and how to hurt people's feelings, our Elohim will kill you. You understand? There is no two ways. And I'm not saying that you're going to die, and I'm telling you that he will kill you. That might sound a little bit harsh, but the truth of the matter is, he will kill you. Simple. You understand? Okay, so let me tell you something in Isaiah. Let me show you something in Isaiah. Isaiah 6:6. The thing about it is that I'm talking to people who you have some inclination about the Holy Book. You believe in it. Most of you believe in it. You say, yeah, I believe in it. You go to church, you'll never read it because you don't know anything. You doesn't apply anything you read in the holy book into your life. You read it, you could quote scriptures for people, but it does not apply anything you read in the holy book. As a matter of fact, there are those preachers who guide you in a certain way to read the Bible. They put you on a path whereby they steer you away from the truth. You understand? Most of them, they don't know the truth. Because when they read in the book and it reads, they look at the book, they read it, and they say, oh, that's a stumbling block. They go around it. They don't deal with it. Because it does not apply to their life. But let me tell you something what our Elohim say in Isaiah 66. And we're beginning from verse 15. He said, for behold, Yah will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with the flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yah plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yah shall be many. We're talking sword, and we're talking about fire, and we're talking about, hey, flames of fury. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst. One tree in the midst, round your Christmas tree. Eating swine's flesh and the abomination, and the mouse, hey, shall be consumed together, saith Yah. The mouse? Let me tell you. There are certain places in Africa and other places where they eating rat. You people here eating the same rat. You people in Grenada eating the same rat. When I mean you're actually eating manikou. And manikou come from the same species as rat. You understand? So you're eating your rat and so if you see a rat running on in a house, it's no problem. You could hold that and eat that because that is what you eat. But anyway, the Most High will kill you for that. He will kill you. He will kill you with his sword, his flaming sword of fire. He will be vexed because what you all are doing is like a smoke in the nostrils of our Elohim. Or you all irritate our Elohim. Every year you all irritates our Elohim. You know, I could guarantee you that if it did not have Christmas this year, you wouldn't have any accident on the face and you know, on our island. It would not have had any accident because every year around this time you tends to invoke Satan. Satan is rampant in our community. Every time, every year you do that. You understand? You invoke Satan. But I'm gonna tell you, I will tell you now and I will tell you all the time. Our Elohim will kill you if you does not change your ways. I'm not gonna put my water in my mouth to talk. I know definitely when you say certain things, they have it on online these days. They have a way of maybe cutting you off, sanctioning you, whatever they do, because the algorithm detects certain words, maybe certain words like kill and gay and lesbians and stuff like that, so they try to blacklist you for that. Not a business. Because I'm gonna say what I have to say, and I'm gonna say it in plain English what you all will understand. I won't say and that is nonsense. I am not gonna do that. Stand, it's simple as that. So I'm telling you that Yah will execute you. And that is not a joke. Most of you will take it as a joke. You might say, hey, that is joke. Hey, they are killing nobody. No. The people in the time of Noah were saying the same thing. When Noah said, Lord, God will show some water here and burn and drown all of all you. He will kill you people. Hey, no, he won't kill us with too much of us. We can kill. Yeah, he kill each and every one of them. Your time will come when he will kill you if you don't change your ways. Sometimes people like to argue that Hey, the kingdom of heaven is not like it's not flesh and meat, eat and drink. It's spirit, yeah. We know. But then your spirit is dwelling somewhere. And in that somewhere, for it to dwell properly, Most I give instructions what to put in there. And if you fail to put these clean things inside there and you put garbage, then that very spirit of yours will burn. You understand? Because you'll corrupt this spirit. And that is what you do. You know, you don't see most of you go to church. You eat all your pig meat home, all your nasty animals, you hate people, you do all this nonsense, and the only time you feel that you're close to God is when you go to church and sit down on a Sunday like an idiot, or like a Saturday. Let me tell you something. You have to serve our Elohim every living day, every minute of every hour. It's a full-time job. Anything you do outside of that is secondary. It's not so important than serving our Elohim. In case you didn't know, that is just it. And it's not hard to do. One step at a time. So I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you again, that this Christmas you are serving every time. This tree that you are worshiping, it doesn't matter how you twist it and how you turn it. That tree you are worshiping every day and all these lights. Remember, the scripture says Satan does come like a lighting, like an angel of light. And you all like lights around those times. Lights. You all love lights. Put on all kind of decoration and lights. And then put up the tree. Lights. Star. You know? And yeah, let us put things around it. You know, let us eat and drink with pig meat and with ham. You know? Yeah. Actually, satanic. And believe you me, our Elohim will kill you for that. Because what you are actually doing, you are worshiping false deities. That tree, you worship it. You put it inside your house and you worship it. And this thing is useless. It's not contributing to your life in any way. But you do that. And some of you think playing smart. Hey, that is for the children. Yes, it is for the children because you train the children to worship Satan. And that is why this tradition constantly going on. You understand? Because you lying. Parents lying and say, okay, well, I just doing it for the children. I don't study too much now, but I'll just do it for the children. So you buy ham, you buy rum, you buy all this nonsense, all that for the children. You put up a tree in your house and you start worshiping it in smart. You run it on quick to see what's under the tree. Let me see what Santa Claus, the God, bring for you. Nonsense. There is a lot more to Christmas that is not even necessary to say, but all I am talking about here is you eating of the pork. That swine and this abomination and this alcohol. You're drinking the most alcohol around those times, you're eating the most pork. Everything that is considered to be an abomination by our Elohim, that is what you do. Anyway, that is all I have to say about it. Don't have anything to say about it again today, but I would prefer if you fast today. You eat something ordinary instead of eating all these things. Just watch the pig meat and just throw it in the garbage. Take all the rum and just empty it somewhere. You know, and change your life. I could guarantee you that you wouldn't look at life different after that. You know, I'll tell you a little story about me. I smoked cigarette for some time, and I realized that every time when I was trying to stop, I stopped smoke for a day, and I thinking, I wonder what it would be like totally stopping it. And then I make it at 3 days and I 1 night. And then You know, I was always uncertain about what my life would be, maybe how my emotions will be, whatever. You know, and then I stop when I know that I doing it for our Elohim. So I say, well, whatever happened on the other side, our Elohim is there. That is how I stop smoke. I'm not saying that I will live to it 500 years. Who knows? We dying every time. We dying every day. People dying. But then I'm happy to know that most of the things that I adopt that I did not know was an abomination, I cut them off. That is what we have to do. That is our life's mission. Because we grew up with parents and people who did not know. You understand? When you know, you have to make the effort to change your way, regardless of what people say. The renewing of your mind. You see, when you start thinking differently and you start accepting our Elohim in your life, you starting to see what the Most High actually have us here for. What is our purpose? What we should be doing. That is what we have to be thinking about. Okay, because one day we will answer for what we do here. We did a lot of wrong things. A lot of us, we did a whole bunch of wrong things. But you know, our Elohim know our heart. There isn't any sin. Even if you are an infidel, there isn't anything our Elohim cannot forgive. That mind have to renew. The way you think have to be renewed. Anyway, you take care, because I don't want this video to finish in the new year. So you take care, have a wonderful day, be at peace, be blessed, and most importantly, give praises to the Most High. If you give praises to the Most High, that might save you from being killed from that flaming sword. I don't want to encounter the fury of our Elohim. And worse yet, if you catch me catching you with a piece of pork in your mouth or some piece of manicure or something, that will be, your day will spoil. So anyway, have a wonderful day, be at peace, see you around.